DigitalX is a Bitcoin and digital asset funds management business. It's seen its share price surge more than 60% this year, with Bitcoin hitting record highs on the back of ETF demand and also imminent Bitcoin halving. I'm joined by the company's CEO, Lisa Wade, to discuss drivers of demand, forecasts and predictions, and also implications for Aussies, including the RBA's push to digital money and the development of tokenized asset markets. Lisa, welcome to the Stock Network.
Thank you.
Now, Lisa, I suspect you've been exceptionally busy. Cryptocurrency is at record highs. You recently told investors you think that Bitcoin could even be headed to even bigger highs in April. What's your short to long-term forecast for cryptocurrency demand in general and pricing?
Now, will it go up in a straight line? I think that's the $50 billion question. I think it's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations, because we are trading above all-time highs. We're making all-time highs every day. 100,000 is our next target. Traditionally, we would see a retracement before the halving. And so that could still happen. But I think, in the next 12 months, it won't be crazy to say that Bitcoin will be $100,000. And as a business, we're really trying to position ourselves to being that mini micro strategy in Australia.
In one of your latest ASX releases, DigitalX reported its best month on record. The Bitcoin fund was up 48%. The DigitalX fund was up 37% over February. Given the strong link the company has, though, to cryptocurrency pricing, how do you give investors assurance that the company's investment proposition is strong when cryptocurrencies are notoriously volatile?
Oh, look, I think, the way I describe it is there's now three certainties in life: death, taxes, and volatility in digital asset markets. And that's a fact. And we just have to lean into that as it's a double-edged sword. It's part of our value proposition because we can sit in the risk sleeve of somebody's portfolio and generate that beta in good times. And we will be highly volatile when digital assets are volatile. In saying that, we have been building in the bear as well, and we do build our own kit. And one of the things that we have built is the DigitalX Asset Reference Token Fund, which is one of the world's first real-world asset tokenization plays. Both we've tokenized the fund and we invest in tokens. And to me, that's a more defensive play, which should over time see our earnings smooth. Because if you think about it, people get nervous about digital assets and they can move into the REWAT tokens, and our dream is to have sort of liquidity between the two. Obviously, we have to get there, and therefore that will smooth our earnings for shareholders. And, no one's ever going to call the top in digital asset markets. That's a really big, I'm not sure of anybody who really gets it right all of the time. But what we can do is offer a little bit of defensive income as we build the what we call TVL these days, not assets under management. So if we build TVL into the REWAT fund, then we're smoothing those earnings for investors by earning fees no matter what. And that's really what the game is at the moment for us, is to get as many investors as we can into the funds management business, so we can just get to that critical mass, and then that will see our share price rise. And we all know there's an inverse relationship between volatility and pricing, and the higher our price goes, the less volatile we will become, just like Bitcoin.
Now, as you mentioned, critical mass, many central banks around the world, the RBA also exploring how different forms of digital money could support the development of tokenized asset markets. You're also involved in this process in Australia. Can you outline more about what you've done and also what you think the likely outcome and impact is of this work for Australians?
Oh, look, so we're a partner with the DFCRC, and don't ask me to unpack that acronym, but it's a digital finance research consortium partnering with them and the government, and we partner with University of Western Australia and University of New South Wales. Part of that is that some of the follow-on work from my National Australia Bank work, which was that Project Atom and the central bank digital currency. That was a really exciting project at the time, and I'm still very passionate about Australia keeping pace with the world and having a central bank digital currency. So we're very excited to participate in that research. You're starting to see a few central banks move into real world use cases now. Like everything we were doing in the past was proof of concepts, but we are seeing some more pilots and things like that emerge. And I think it's really important for Australia to stay at pace. And, we're not a large company. We don't have a lot of people, but we're partnering with the unis. We have 2 grads that sit inside the business, so we'll all work together and sort of bring that blend of the DigitalX magic into the university magic and contribute that into the broader conversation in Australia.
It certainly is a conversation for all of Australians, not just financial markets. Thank you so much for your insights today.
Thank you.